What's it like filming for absinthe-films?
The crew doesn't change much. There's some new additions here and there, but on the whole, it's a big family, and I think everybody gets along. It just makes it that much easier for everybody to just make something out of nothing when January rolls around. When you're ready and you're ready to go, they're probably not ready. And when they're ready to go, you're probably not ready. When everybody's ready, snowboard movie.
Ready!
This is Flipside, the show that takes you behind the scenes with the absinthe-films crew.
You were already talking bangers before.
Let's do this!
Out with the absinthe crew. Don't treat the filmers too good, you know?
Can't ask for more, so I unfulfilled. We take apart everything we build. Had it right here, now it's gone. Oh,
So fun.
But these winds are going to continue to pick up, especially in across parts of the Sierra Nevadas, and that's where those peaks are going to be seeing some of those winds gusting towards 200 miles per hour. 5 to 10 feet of snow, that's where we have blizzard warnings here with those maybe 150 to 200 mile an hour gusts.
Justin, it's Bruce. It's lots of things to talk about, sponsorships, riders. Yeah, man. We start rolling the cameras tomorrow. Nicholas and me are going out. All right, later.
What's up, Justin? Happy New Year, my JP. I heard rumors that you might be leaving to go to Europe. It'd be cool to maybe come hook up with you guys, get the show on the road, motherfucker.
My season started with a few phone calls to Gigi and Roman.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little in a dilemma here. Like, I don't know if I should go all the way to Europe. It's pretty good out here.
We're in Whistler, Canada. That's my first day shredding deep pow.
What should I do?
I don't know.
Living in Squamish, living the dream, adapting to my new culture. Canadian.
The winter started off so fun. So much snow, dumping.
Been practicing those, like I just dig my nose under really fast, and then you flip, then you get right back, right on your feet again.
Even though it was really good in Canada, we'd been planning on starting the season in Europe for the last several years. A couple days before I was supposed to leave, it started to snow really heavily in Tahoe, one of the biggest storms I've seen there. It felt really counterintuitive to leave when it's dumping at home. It just felt like we needed to start the movie in a different way to give it a little fresh flavor, at least for my season.
Justin.
What's up, Gigi?
Thank you guys are coming over.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
Been waiting for this for way too long.
All right, I'll be there at the airport picking you up.
Here we are in Salt Lake, just spinning around. Everyone's too distracted. Just come up the hills and spin around.
Beginning of the season, the whole intention was to start off in Europe and to not be in Salt Lake at all.
This is the first time I've waxed in like 3 years, dude.
Marco didn't want to go to Europe. Coulter still wanted to ride in Utah.
No Europe for me, dog. I don't like that over there.
What?
No, I would go, but I don't like that secondhand smoke, and I don't eat much cheese either.
We weren't getting much momentum going there.
I'm stoked. There's a lot of snow in a lot of places. Excited to snowboard for sure.
I think Shane's pretty burnt on Utah.
Here we are doing the traverse. We were getting good snow, but every day there was the feeling of, man, we've done this so much lately.
All right, Chris.
The beginning of the season actually ended up being a lot of riding.
Here, film yourself. Serious? Some face shots or something.
My fucking pleasure, I film myself.
Oh, sick looking!
Dude, he was so big right there.
Oh, God, dude.
It was a fun start for fun, but as far as work goes,
It's just not really photoable. I'm gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Zurich City.
One night it was just blizzarding. It snowed even in Zurich.
Snow today, it was stormy, and we're heading to Lenterheide. New spot for me and Pearce.
Drove up there late night through the blizzard and like, oh, it's gonna be all time.
This is how we like it. It's snowing again all over the world. Even in Europe, it's snowing like crazy.
Nicholas is probably the person that I know the longest in our entire crew. I've met him at the age of 14, and it's amazing to see what he has accomplished throughout his last 12 years. It's also impressive to see that the fame and stardom that he gained with his career never rose above his head, and he stayed true to himself. Last year was a desperate season in Europe. Snow never came. This year it started off differently. December was looking real promising. We had a lot of snow in the Alps.
1 year of optimistic. Now we're ready.
Nicholas' schedule these days is fairly busy. He has obligations towards his sponsors, gets invited to a lot of events that he has to go to. I knew any day that we get with Nicholas, we have to make the most out of it.
I was here a long time ago. School ski field trip.
You remember where the good wind lips and jumps and cliffs were?
Not really. I knew where the cute little girls were. So like,
well, of course.
It was like 15 years ago. I was 10.
Guess who's back? Oh, the TV show's back. We missed you so much.
Marco is a really easy person to work with. Vole's got his moment, or I got my moments with Vole. More like this.
what's Vladdy like?
Vladdy asking stupid questions. No, Vladdy for years now, and it's cool to hang with Vlad. He shoots good, he's always motivated.
Sometimes, of course, we get into little arguments, but it doesn't really stand long.
Come on, get it out, out of my face, man. We shipped the kit yesterday. Yeah, we're gonna do our first day of shooting for the new year.
Danke schön, wiederhören. We got only lift tickets for today. Yeah.
Tomorrow need?
No.
I think she could be more or less friendly.
No, only one day possible, no.
Yo, Bruce, what's up? 3 lift tickets for 2 days only. No, we got lift tickets for everybody, but for 1 day only. You want to try to talk to them again?
Bruce is always on the phone.
Bruce, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be on the absinthe crew. He invited me 9 years ago. Ever since then, we went on so many great trips and lifelong friends.
Welcome to the official day 1 of filming. What are we filming for? The new movie. What else?
You're watching Flipside.
I was looking forward to a couple real exciting, productive days.
Switzerland at its finest. Top of the world.
Just the two of us, get shit done, hammer it out.
It was like wind blown, like you've never seen it. The whole mountain was basically scraped with a brush. And you're like, oh, come on.
Ooh. You fart? A while ago.
Let's get going into window.
Gigi had recently moved from where he grew up, a town called Au, to Bregenz.
Yeah, leaving Bregenz to Alberg, the road diary.
And in Au, he was like right there in the mountains, and that's what I heard of for years. You know how cool it was where he lived and how immediately accessible the mountains are. Where he lives is full-on city. It's a little city, but it's definitely not in the mountains. Danny wanted to come over to Gigi's house, and he wanted to bring Kevin Pearce too, whom I'd never met before, but hearing good things from people like Nicholas. So we figured, yeah, let's invite him onto the program.
I'm up.
Turned out to be a great decision, but for different reasons than we'd anticipated.
Yeah, boys. Okay, Justin, what are we doing here?
It's looking a little questionable on the drive up, huh?
Yeah, I was... But then when we finally got here...
JP, he's definitely been getting hurt a lot in the last 4 or 5 years. You know, I still get emails from people saying, "Where's JP? You know, why isn't he in your movie this year?" It all comes down to injuries. There's something about his riding style that is so phenomenal, and I really wanted to show that again and have him be a part of our movie.
Oh man, Justin put me on the spot back in the day. Like, I had no history in snowboarding, I didn't know anybody, and he just gave me a crazy wild card to come film with him. 12th of January, I feel like we're like ahead of schedule.
Way ahead of schedule.
Way ahead of schedule.
Really? No.
No. Not really.
Oh, it's good to be back.
He brings so much besides his riding to our crew. He just puts everybody in a good mood.
Starting out in Europe with Davis, Gigi, and Pearce. Can you see my cup? Yeah. Fuck. Can you get crabs if you don't have pubes?
You can get them from like a telephone, dude.
Can you get it on your dick from talking on a telephone? You have to be fucking shitting me. I'd get some sandpaper. Fuck.
Yeah, and
I would not get some sandpaper.
No, dude.
Hanging out with Justin in Europe was cool. You know, I hadn't seen him for a while. This day was starting so good.
What natural?
The last couple of years have been kind of skimmer due to my shoulder, and I could tell that those guys are getting a little bit antsy for me to ride. I do feel that. I love to ride in Europe. The food is good, the mountains are insane, and just experiencing that culture is just a whole different side of snowboarding than just meeting up at some random parking lot and seeing like 5 different crews rallying just to get and like claim their spot on the mountain.
Gigi was definitely stoked that we were following through on the plan. You know, he's always leaving for long periods of time, so it's cool for him to just get going in his own domain.
Do some hiking now.
The rich people go to Aalborg to ski. They hire guides to get their powder turns.
Hot pursuit. Bogey's on the tail. Incoming bogey!
It had to all happen fast. We knew there was skier coming and gonna track it out. The snow conditions at that point in January was a lot of wind, but we found a protected zone. It was kind of like a gold mine.
Hello? Hello? Leaks!
What do you want? It's not your own place here.
Come on, we're filming! Ready! We're ready!
The mood in the crew was really good. It was still the start of the season and everybody was amping to snowboard and go big.
He was killing it. He just go and drop it first try. We're just like, damn, we gotta step up.
It was a little bit challenging for Kevin and Danny at first. They were used to different types of takeoffs and we were all trying out things.
Once we put in the tracks there, of course, we're inviting everyone to come back there too. And sure enough, they came in hordes.
Coming off my 3rd surgery, which was a heavier one than the 2 previous ones. 9 months later, I'm in Bregenz with those guys shredding for the first time, you know, and these guys are launching themselves off this thing, and I'm just like, oh my God, here it goes.
I was really looking forward to see JP this year. Since it was a long time I was riding with him, I could just see his style again, and it was just a grace to watch.
Is there more stuff that way?
It's probably the most windblown I've ever seen any mountain. Green Mountain Project. Made out of recyclable materials. Recycled materials. Sustainable materials.
That's how I like it. Carrying my tripod. Nicholas already had to go do some contests, go here and there, and basically couldn't continue filming with us until beginning of March. If we ain't getting riding shots here in Lenzerheide, try our best we can and do the night shift.
Probably more powder down there than on the mountain. Not that I... No, not me, but...
What about your video part, bud? Easy, man. I'm gonna capture it in hands.
Bonjour, bonjour. So I told you the situation is, we received an email, yeah. So they gave away already too many tickets. 50
For this year?
For this year.
Are we leaving?
After the second day where we couldn't get the free lift tickets, we decided to go to check it out Fiberwood.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks tracked out. Great.
Fuck Vladi. You're always on the flip side.
Bunch of snow, but there was no layer underneath.
Yeah, you're probably fucked when you go down there.
Let's go there and check it.
Yeah, let's check the other one.
Danny, you know what your guys' plans are yet for the contest?
Eventually, Danny and Pearce had to go to European Open.
The shit doesn't start till like the 23rd or 24th, but kind of like to be there to practice. So hopefully we can find some time to come film again with you guys.
You heard anything from Roman?
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday.
What's his plan?
I think they're going to Rugglestoke or something.
Initially, Roman was going to come a week after we'd been there. Things just were getting really good in Whistler, and he was busy there, so he just decided to opt out. I don't really want to say he dissed me, but kind of. Roman just didn't communicate his plans to us.
Well, I was supposed to go meet Justin in Switzerland. That was our plan, and yeah, it didn't really fall through. I think Justin was kind of disappointed about that. That's the way it goes sometimes, you know, like, especially now that I have a family, I have different priorities. It will be always snowboarding, but family come first now.
I consider I'm a responsible father.
So, Beardmore, what are your feelings about the season coming up this year?
Dude, I don't even know what to say, really. Stay motivated, get lots of shots, land lots, do cool stuff, use your mind, get creative. That's pretty creative. I wouldn't say cross your fingers, because that's putting it in Chance's hands, when I'd rather put it in calculated risk, get it done the first time. But I'm not going to claim, because that never works out very well for me. Timmer, I'm trying to interview here. Mental vision, and coming through with what you visualize is what I'm going to try and do.
Oh, hey, were you worried? Were you worried?
In the beginning, I was cruising around with Matty Ryan and the Bozrec crew. And a lot of people might, from the outside, think they're just a bunch of misfits not doing anything, but they were the ones that were motivated.
We're affecting the customers.
It's called backup. Backup because they heard the Bozrec crew was up in there.
If I can't get a snowboard shot, at least I could wiggle in front of the camera and maybe get in like the credits or something. Put me in the credits, Haas Nick.
It's like that though, huh? We did 4 days now.
Yeah.
4 days, 4 different resorts. Saalbach was the most unfriendliest, but the only place where we found something.
I knew that Nicholas was sitting a little bit on needles. He wanted to get things done, gather the first few shots, have something in the can, so the initial stress is kind of gone.
Not going home yet? Going to church and gotta get something before I go home.
You're watching Flipside.
With Nicholas, it's a no-brainer. Whenever we go out together, go film, there's always something good coming out of it.
Tell her this is what we're looking for.
Das ist er. Das ist das eine Foto. Und jetzt reist er gerade am Sonntag wieder ab nach Amerika als Wolf.
Are you ready?
How are we doing?
We're gonna check out how bad it just rained in Lake Tahoe, California.
See, you wanted me to fucking go Tahoe. I told you no. Wait 1 day. And what happened? It started pouring down.
Maybe the wind's done for the day right now.
Yeah, right.
Look up there.
Half a block of cheese and 2 crackers. Probably not that good for me.
It's always fun with Danny, and me and him traveling together so much. It's kind of like he's the more loud one and outspoken, and he gets he gets the talking done while I can just sit back and watch and laugh.
And the stroke's the word.
I was riding with Danny before, and we've known each other, but it was my first time to actually ride with Kevin. It was cool to have both of them around.
So what are we doing here?
That's what I want to figure out.
Like, are we just eating all day out here?
I think so.
Spend money on lift tickets and eat? Well, fuck it, I'm hitting the jump.
Pretty windy right now!
was Guy was cool, you know. He was definitely growing up one of my big idols and was watching video parts of him. And it was a big help for me just getting to ride with someone as good as him, just to get in that zone and be like, this is where I need to get to eventually, instead of riding with just me and Danny, because we're definitely not even close to the same level that he's at.
What's your stance when you're filming?
Did you get your cover shot?
Not yet. That's good though. Makes me try harder. This year my main goal is to enjoy myself and of course get a good video part. But I think if you enjoy yourself, it's not that hard. If you are in a good place where there's a lot of snow, which we are not. It's green. That's why I'm working on the Green Mountain project and the green board. Saving some resources since a lot of people are using them up quite heavily.
Oh. I hate seeing them go.
Later, man. Thanks a lot. That was so sincere. Come on! You're making me look like an asshole on the camera! What the hell? Hey, making me look like a fucking douchebag!
So those guys left, and I'm just like, okay, at least get onto the podium, win it. If you're gonna go do this because it's fun and we're getting shots doing this.